Hey guys, this is Poohead189, and today I want to make a small note about Namekian Regeneration. Now, I wanted to make this video because I've had a few comments over the past year talking about Namekian Regeneration, like comments in my videos and once or twice in the Patreon, and, asking general questions about it. I think the latest one was when my patron Green Turret was asking if the Kaioken technique can work better with a Namekian because of their regeneration. And these aren't bad questions, but the Namekian regeneration is kind of different than what most people would consider regeneration in our world. Namekian regeneration is not like, let's just take a fictional universe here. It's not like Wolverine having his flesh stitched back together. And it's also not like in our real world with if a lizard loses its tail or a toe and it eventually grows back. It's quite different. Namekian regeneration does not happen over time. It happens... It's a conscious choice by the Namekian in question. And it's something that they have to put in effort to do, and they lose energy doing it. And you see this more than plenty of times in the manga and anime. Even past Piccolo talking about it against Cell, when Nail regenerates his limb after Frieza tore it off, Frieza, in the manga, states, okay, your arm grows back, but your battle strength or power level kind of goes down a bit, and it does not come back. And that's the same thing that Piccolo says. And when he's fighting Cell, and he has to wait for his energy to come back for him to be able to do it without losing too much energy doing it. So it's not like they just wait and then just live, and then eventually it grows back. They actually have to lose energy in order to regain whatever limb they have lost. And it's just it's the reason why Piccolo did not regrow his arm when fighting against Raditz, when he fought with Goku against Raditz. The reason why he didn't was because it would take a bunch of energy to grow the arm back, and he needed that energy in order to power up the special beam cannon. If he grew his arm back before that, then there is a possibility his beam cannon might not have been strong enough to beat Raditz, or he couldn't have done 2, because he does do 2 in the manga. So, yeah, it's not what you generally think. It's not like regular fast healing, or more impressive healing, like with Wolverine or a lizard or any other animal of that nature. It's quite different. And to go with Green Turret's comment, I explained this to him in the Patreon, but I will just put it in the video because why not? Namekians might be able to handle the Kaioken technique slightly better than, let's say, a human, but not because of their regeneration. Namekians generally are more malleable and, how else do I put it? Their bodies have a bit of more give. And it's not rubbery, but it's you can stretch a Namekian out further than you can a human, and you can damage them a bit more than a human can take, and they'll be okay. Obviously, it will pain them eventually, but they are able to handle certain things like that because of their alien physiology, and it might make it a little bit easier for a Namekian to use Kaioken due to that, but not because of their regeneration. The Kaioken, it is dangerous because it has the capability of ripping your body to shreds. One of the biggest factors about Kaioken is that it takes away a lot of energy to use it. And if a Namekian, let's say a Namekian's body is torn to shreds, or his muscles are torn apart after using it a bunch, he will then not have the energy to use his regeneration because he already has used all of that energy with the Kaioken technique. So it would not. It would be two things that would take away the Namekian's energy and stamina rather than just one. So that would not be a viable way of surviving using the technique too much. Now, I will say that the more powerful a Namekian gets, the easier it is for a Namekian to regenerate, the easier it gets. I was about to say it takes less energy, but that's not true. It just takes less energy overall. But as I said in the Namekian video I made last year, when a Namekian is damaged, at first Piccolo could regrow an arm after sort of a great amount of effort, and when he is beamed in the chest by Frieza, it almost kills him. And then later, when Imperfect Cell, blows out half of his torso, he manages to come out of that even better than that small beam that went through his chest when he was weaker. And then in the Buu saga, he can grow back his entire body as long as his head is intact, and he does not seem that tired from it. So generally, the stronger a Namekian gets, the easier it is to regenerate, but that it still does take energy to do it, and you have to be an uber powerful Namekian in order for it to not be a big deal, like Piccolo in the Cell and Buu sagas, or mostly just Buu saga, really. So yeah, the regeneration, they have to concentrate and do it that way, and it shoots their energy down immediately, and they're straining from the energy loss, and it really takes a lot more than just simply waiting and living and then just eventually growing something back. And honestly, I don't even think the regeneration is very much like Wolverine's, where you stitch it back together, like I said earlier. I think it just grows things back. There's nothing that shows that Namekians can fade scars away easier than regular people. It's mostly if they lose a finger or an arm or a foot or a leg or a part of their torso, then they can regrow it. So it's more of just sort of rapid growth rather than the typical sort of regeneration we know of. But anyway, that is a small note I wanted to make on the Namekian regeneration. I hope you found it interesting at least. Now, I will say that I did just make a Yu Yu Hakusho video on the Dark Tournament, meaning talking about the institution of the Dark Tournament. So if you want to watch that and it didn't pick up on your algorithm, I literally just made it yesterday for making this video, and it's available. I'll probably put the link in the description below. Now, I will say that the next video I make in this channel after this will be a candid sort of few games of me playing with my friends on Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, because a few of you asked to watch a live stream of that, and I decided to record some of it, and I will upload that in a day or two. And in my other channel, I'm going to make a few 40k videos. I'm making a video on if there's any nice place to live in 40k, and then I'm going to make a video talking about 40k canonicity and sort of how I view it as an author myself. And then I am also going to make a video on Elder Scrolls and slavery in the Elder Scrolls universe and how that works, and do a deep dive on that. And then after that, someone asked me to talk about how to write a novel or story, because I've done that before. And I decided, sure, I'll make a video explaining that too. So I have new things coming down on my other channel, down the pipeline as well, just in case you're interested. But anyway, thanks so much everyone for watching. Hope you have a great day. I'll see y'all next time. Alright, bye-bye.